Hello everyone and welcome to another episode. Today I want to talk to you about what I am packing for Nepal. Now, I will be doing the Everest Base Camp trek, which will start on December 17th and conclude on December 27th or 28th. I'm not exactly sure, but somewhere around that. Now, it's really important that you bring the right tools, equipment, gear, clothing, everything with you. So I want to break down real quick, jump right into it. What am I bringing for the Everest Base Camp trek? Okay, first things first. I know this looks messy, but don't worry about it. Let's jump right into the clothing. So I have a fleece. This will be one of my layers. The key thing you want to think about is wearing different layers so that you can take stuff off and put stuff on instead of wearing one big, heavy, thick thing. Think about wearing layers. So here we have just a fleece by, I think this is REI brand. Yeah, this is REI brand. I love this brand in America. I purchased it from their website and it's fantastic. So that's a fleece. Now, next I have a bunch of shirts that are all long sleeve. I don't have any short sleeve shirts for this trek simply because I'm going in December and I just figure long sleeve is better. All the shirts are made of merino wool or polyester. I definitely don't have anything made of cotton, and that's really important because cotton will keep water. It'll make it wet, heavy. It's a good way for you to get sick. Merino wool and some of these synthetic shirts, they're going to expunge the water. They're going to take the water out and kind of not make the shirt so wet because you don't want to be hiking for 5, 8, or 10 hours in a wet shirt. This is an REI brand long sleeve merino wool shirt. You can purchase them for roughly, I think, between $30 and $40 a piece. But it's really great. And here is another one, but now this one is by Smartwool. Smartwool is a fantastic company. They make fantastic products. And again, you see it's a thin shirt, but mostly think about it as layers. Here we have another merino wool shirt. This is also from Smartwool, but the key difference in this one is that I also got a few shirts with a zip so that you can tighten it up around the neck or loosen it to get some extra air in here in case you're a little hot. So definitely make sure to grab a few different styles. So here's a few more shirts, and basically we have 8 of those, okay? So I'm going to be wearing some of those shirts 2 times or 3 times depending on how we go and how difficult the hike is. Maybe I double them up, I'm not sure, but that's why I bought 8 because I'll be re-wearing them. I could buy 13, which is how long the trek is, but I don't want to carry that much stuff. So some of the stuff might get a little bit nasty, to be honest, but I'm going to have to re-wear it. Okay, next, let's jump into socks. These are merino wool socks, and they're very heavy. These are REI brand, I believe, and they're fantastic. Now, they are the thicker socks, and they're also very tall because I'm wearing boots, and I don't want to scrape up my heels. I don't want to scrape the heel, or I don't want to scrape the ankle bone, so this gives me an added level of protection for being high up. It's also very warm, and because it's merino wool, it's going to get rid of a lot of the liquid and the water buildup that happens from sweaty feet. So we have 4 pairs of these, and honestly, I should have bought at least 2 more. I should have maybe 6, but I didn't, so I'm going to have to wear some of these probably 3 days, maybe 2. Here we have sock liners made of silk. I have a problem where whenever I wear boots, I tend to scrape off a lot of skin, so and kind of make things a little bit raw and red. So I got some silk liners in case that happens to just add an extra layer, an extra soft layer between my sock and my boot and my skin. Next, the important part is to talk about underwear. Here I have Smartwool underwear. Again, these are made of merino wool, and the fantastic thing is, one, they don't stink as much. No matter what you read or see, your clothes will stink regardless because you're not showering, you're sweating, and they're going to get smelly. But merino wool has a way of not retaining the smell as fast and also not retaining the water from sweat while you're hiking. So we have 3 pairs of Smartwool underwear. Of course, I took some regular cotton ones just when I'm doing, maybe when I'm relaxing or when I'm done after the hike and I just want to change into something fresh and comfortable. So just a couple of cotton pairs. So that's 5 of your standard underwear types. But also, I have long underwear. In case I get cold underneath, you want to make sure to have another layer between your pants and your skin. So these are also merino wool, and these are REI brand. Now, I also bought some Under Armour sports pants. These are also considered long underwear or exercise pants. They kind of look like and feel like yoga pants, but they're really great because they also are water resistant. They don't retain the water, and they're really comfortable, and they don't sit super tight to your skin like yoga pants, so that's comfortable. And then I have one more of similar style pants. These are actually specifically designed for biking. If you're mountain biking or something, you could think of them as yoga pants. So I have one more pair of those. These are very tight. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to apply them until I actually get up on the mountain. I want to talk to you about fleece pants. Now, these pants are specifically for wearing when I'm done with the trek and I want to throw my pants off for the day. So I'm going to change into these. I'm also likely to sleep in something like this because it is going to be really cold at night. It could potentially be -20, -25 Celsius. These could be sleeping pants or just comfortable walking around pants. Now, I did bring one extra shirt, which is just normal, that when I'm in Kathmandu after the trek, of course I'm going to do laundry, I'm going to wash those, but this is just something to, enjoy around the town. To finish up the clothing, we need to talk about gloves. So I'm taking 3 pairs of gloves. I have what you could call Snowboard ultra cold weather gloves. These are all waterproof, and they all are made of the material that helps to also expunge the water that could build up from sweat off from your palms or your fingertips. They're really thick, but just so you know, if you're planning on using any cameras for vlogging or recording, it'll be impossible. They are very thick, so you do have to take them off. So I also have a thinner pair of gloves, which are waterproof, because you should always be where everything should be waterproof that you can get. And these will also take and then try to get, expunge the water from maybe sweat that's coming from your hands. And of course I have just a regular pair of cotton gloves. I like to call these like the kid style gloves, they're just the little hand covers really. I think it's important to have some of these just in case you're kind of sick of the big sloppy gloves. Throw these on real quick. We want to talk about rainproofing material. As I was told by my guide, you can never know what's going to happen on the mountain. It could rain, it could snow, it could be sunny, it could be hot, it could be cold. So you want to make sure that you have a waterproof, 100% quality jacket. So this is North Face brand. I trust the brand, I love the brand. You'll see it's literally just a thin waterproof jacket, but it's fantastic. And I think not the brand, but the actual model number is something called like the Everest. So I thought that was kind of cool. We also have some waterproof pants. These are Columbia waterproof pants. And what's great is the legs are ultra wide. A lot of people don't understand what that's for. It's meant that in an emergency, it starts downpouring wherever you are, so it's raining really hard. You don't have time to take off your boots, expose your feet, get them wet, throw on your water pants. Instead, what you do is you slide these on right over your boots, right over your clothing. You don't have to remove anything. Columbia waterproof pants, this is a must. So I have a pair here, it's called Trespass, soft shell. They're 10,000 millimeter, I think that means 10,000 millimeter thick. I'm not exactly sure. They are made in China, but the company is Polish. I bought these in Poland actually since I live in the Czech Republic. They're a really great pant. You'll see they're made of the special material that also helps to expunge the water, kind of take it out so you're not feeling wet and kind of nasty. So I have 2 pairs of these that are a little thicker. And of course, if I'm still cold, I can wear the long underwear that I showed you earlier. I could throw the waterproof pants on top to try to keep some of the heat from escaping, okay? And then I also have a summer pair of pants. These are Hanna. These are a brand that I think is like Czech Republic maybe, like local here. They are basically like really thin pants. I mean, there's really nothing special about them. You never know. Maybe I'll need them at the lower elevation. So I have a bandana because I like to put these on my head. I like to use them as a sweat rag. All kinds of things. I'm sure you can figure out your own uses. And I have these wonderful face masks, so I'm going to throw links down below for everything of where you can buy it. This company is made in America, 100%, lifetime guarantee. I really love their products, so I'm going to throw the link down below. But you can use these multiple ways. You can make a bandana out of them, you can make a hat. I mean, you can use it as a sweat rag. It really doesn't matter. You can use these for all kinds of things. Honestly, worst comes to worst, blow your nose, wipe your face, doesn't matter. So I got 2 of these. Now, next, let's talk about extra protection for when you're sleeping from the cold, and towels. So when you're going to be sleeping up there in the tea houses, none of them, from what I understand, have heat. Which means you'll be sleeping in a sleeping bag that's rated for around minus 20 Celsius. So I have here, I think this is called a mummy liner, but the brand name is Sea to Summit Thermolite Fabric Reactor. Essentially what it is, it's like a fishnet material that's very thin, and you jump into it just like you would a sleeping bag, and it increases the temperature. It doesn't allow the temperature to the warmth to escape your body, and it's rated for increasing the temperature by 10 degrees when you're inside it. So this is fantastic. I bought this from REI. I don't remember the price, but whatever it is, it's worth it. I'll see if I can find a link to throw it down below. Towels. Okay, so I got a sport towel, quick drying, and I think it's microfiber, and I got a medium size because so far as I understand, we won't be taking showers up there. Which means I just need a small towel for wiping my face, or maybe whatever I need to do in the morning or evening. It's quick drying, and it comes with this little pouch. So what's cool is it allows it to breathe and maybe dry, but of course I think you still want to dry these. You don't want to pack them up wet because I have a feeling they're going to get pretty nasty. Next, I have a pouch that I simply use as a laundry bag. It's plasticky or synthetic, I should say. It's REI brand, and also, worst comes to worst, you can use it as a pillow if you stuff it. Actually, it's called a stuff sack. I just remembered. That's simple. I know I'm talking really fast because I'm flying through this stuff, but let's get into what you need for supplies. Of course, a lot of the supplies I'm going to buy up there as well, but for the sake of being comfortable and knowing, I bought a lot of the supplies before. This is called Body. I bought this from REI. It's an anti-chafe balm. Essentially what it does is you can use it on the inside of your thighs. You can use it here, anywhere that you kind of tend to chafe, which means the skin's rubbing together, sometimes because of sweat, sometimes because of just heat and everything, and it tends to scrape up. You can throw it on your feet, on your heels, on your toes. It doesn't matter. The point is it kind of gives you a glossy layer between you and the material, which prevents redness and little rashes and little cuts. So this is fantastic, and it's like, I think $10 or less. Definitely worth it. I have water purifying tablets, but I gotta tell you, and I think they're iodine and they work against a bunch of different things. I have to tell you, I'm really nervous about using these because I don't know how. There is directions on the back, but I'm assuming that I can drink bottled water the whole time I'm up there. And if that's the case, I won't use these at all. But I have them because you never know. Okay, deodorant, I think that's self-explanatory. No matter what, I want to make sure that, I try to smell fresh and that I'm not sweating as much, so deodorant. I have 2 bottles of mouthwash because, you want to keep your teeth fresh and clean. I have basically like a first aid kit. I have vitamin C, I have Imodium AD pills in case your stomach goes haywire from food and you get diarrhea. You want to make sure that you can turn that off, kind of. I have painkillers, Ibuprofen, I have nasal decongestant, I have extra drinky stuff that I can drink that kind of will help open up any kind of breathing issues I may have. I also have Band-Aids, so it's like a mini first aid kit. Ear cleaners, toothpaste, toothbrush, floss. It's up to you at that point, guys. It's really, really up to you. Here I have shampoo, I have body lotion, a little bit of cologne, and a facial bar. Maybe during the trek I can try to rinse up a little bit. Who knows? But it doesn't weigh that much, and I'm not going to kill my Sherpa who's responsible for carrying all this stuff. I have some dry napkins that you put some water on and they expand. You see these a lot in restaurants in Europe. So there's a 10-pack in here. These are great. Just drop a couple drops of water and they expand, and boom, you got yourself a little napkin, a little wet napkin. I have SPF 50 sunblock. This is really important that although it's cold up there, it definitely is going to be very sunny. So you want to make sure to have SPF 50. I would recommend that you use the, I think it's the non-oily kind, so it doesn't feel like oil. Doesn't make your hands greasy. I have a water bottle. This is, I think, a Nalgene. Yeah, this is Nalgene brand. It's made with the plastic that's safe if you warm it or keep it cold. Not the stuff that leaches. I forgot what the specifications are, but it's made with the good stuff. It's 1,000 milliliters, which means 1 liter of water. A pack of playing cards in case I get bored or there's someone to play with. I don't know. This is just like a donut for your neck on the airplane. You know, that's up to you. Travel size little bag for toiletries and things. Here I have wet wipes for multiple reasons. You can clean your body with them, clean your face with them. Essentially what I call a military shower. So this is up to you. I have 75 of them. I expect to use 3 to 5 a day. So I have a lot of packs. Water flavoring in case I get sick of water. 2 pairs of sunglasses. Okay. The reason why they recommend to bring 2 is that if you break one, you have a backup. And also they recommend the sunglass not to be flat and stop with exposing the side of your eye. They recommend that it covers the side. The reason being is a lot of glare could come up off the snow or the surroundings. So you want to make sure that everything is covered here, okay, so that that glare is not hitting you in the eyes. You don't want to be squinting all day. I got a headlamp, okay, with a red and blue light. These are going to save you at nighttime if you have to go use the restroom, because so far as I understand, they turn off the electricity, or it could just be off, or could not exist at all in the place that you are. Also, nighttime hikes. If you're hiking at night or like early in the morning before the sun rises, you want to make sure to have this. This is a requirement. These are $10 at any local hardware store. Okay, lots of cash. This, guys, is completely up to you. I don't know how much to recommend for you to bring. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Okay, we're almost done. Thank you for sticking by. We have a passport, 2 copies of my passport in color. You could make black and white, doesn't matter. What else? I brought an extra battery pack. This is portable, USB powered. Snacks-wise, I have bubble gum, I have beef jerky, and a couple of protein bars and chocolate bars. Of course, I'm going to buy more stuff along the way. I don't want to carry 500 of these things with me. Maybe for the first day or 2, and then I'll continue to buy more along the way at the local shops. So I have 2 extra passport photos. These are standard European size. I know the American ones are like 2 inch by 2 inch. These are a little smaller. So you never know when you might need that. And I have my REI brand big backpack, and I have a waterproof pouch, like a bag cover that I put on top of this. This will be my Sherpa's responsibility, and it's 55 liters or gallons if I remember correctly. So it's quite a large backpack, and it has to fit almost all of this. My day pack is a Camelback. It's a fantastic brand, really well known. Now it has a waterproof pouch that is 3 liters with a straw that comes out. So that'll be where I keep my water and my daily necessities. So maybe my snacks, my camera, my batteries, things like that. And it comes with a waterproof bag cover. Ladies and gents, that's the entirety of what I'm bringing. I hope this video helped you. Please give it a thumbs up and a like. Give it a share if you want to. But anyways, the important part, this is a general idea of what worked for me. But please adjust this to how it needs to work for you. Remember that certain things you might not be able to get while you're up there, especially if you're kind of a woman and you need some personal female hygiene products. You may want to think about that ahead of time. That being said, I love you guys. Have a wonderful new year. Thank you for being a part of this adventure. And I wish you wonderful trips in the upcoming year of 2018. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.